Hello everybody, it's me, the Real Locomaniac. I'm back again with another 8-Bit Wars. And as you can see, the game I'll be playing today is The New Zealand Story, which I believe it's done by Taito? How on earth do you pronounce it? I know I've been told many a times, but I've forgotten. But anyway, look at those happy little Kiwis there, all celebrating. One guy was there, was having a cigarette as well. He's getting chased by a big bad walrus. And look, he's captured them all, but little Tiki the Kiwis escaped. And that's our hero of the game. This little Kiwi here. It's a cute little gaming character. Now, I always used to think that this is what Dizzy would look like if he had hatched from his egg form. He'd look like this. But the reason why I like this game is it's the music. The music is fantastic. I absolutely love it. I do want you to pay a little bit of attention to the music and compare it to what it does sound like in the 8-bit conversions. And check out the graphics as well. I love the graphics on this. I love the sprites. You know, they're cute, they're cuddly, they're bright. And there we go, I saved my little friend there. He was flapping his arms with delight. Now, gotta fight against those snails. What are they? Not snails, they're crabs. Those lobster things. Gotta fight against them. But this game has got so much character. I love the background as well there. It's interesting backdrops there. You've got a flying teddy bear with shades. What more can you want as a baddie? Now, I've never actually ever finished this game. I've got to about, level 4 on the arcade version, and that's it, I've never got further. I am going to try and finish it one day, though, because, you know, in this version, I can add infinite continues, so I probably will give it a go at some point, somewhere down the line. Now, this leads me to question of the day. Now, I really like this character sprite, Tiki the Kiwi, so my question of the day is, what is your favourite gaming character? I mean, as you probably know, my favourite gaming character is Dizzy, so I would like to find out what is your favourite gaming character, and that can be in the arcade, computer, console. It can be by any game console. So yep, that's question of the day. So yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic game, and I still play it to this day. Absolutely amazing. Okie dokie, now this is New Zealand Story on the Spectrum version. Now there on the title screen, if you type in the words Fluffy, F-L-U-F-F-Y, you get the Infinite Lives cheat, and I used that to my advantage. I got towards the end of the game, and loading up the last boss, and what happened? The game crashed, and I could never finish the last boss, so that was a bit of a pain. But anyway, let's talk about the way this game sounds like first of all. Now, it's got a nice interpretation of the music from the actual arcade game. Sounds pretty good. Now, overall, you can see that the game's mostly yellow there. But the character sprites do look like the character sprites from the arcades, and the level are pretty similar. Look at that. It does look like the arcade version, minus the colour and minus the backdrops. But I think it was a smart move by the programmers not to add the backdrop, because it would have just sort of, I don't know, got in the way a little bit too much. Let me find my little spaceship. This game's got so many little secrets and little things. I love all the little spaceships and things that you can fly. This is missing though the extend. Is it extend? All the little letters that you can collect. I think the Commodore 64 is one of the 8-bit versions that does have it. Speaking about 8-bit versions, I am going to do another 8-bit Wars on this very same game, but it'll be Sega vs Nintendo 8-bit Wars, so expect that over in the next couple of weeks. Because I love this game that much, I thought I'd do it again, but with those versions. Yeah, I'll tell you what, so overall this is a fantastic conversion, love it to bits. Now next up is the good old Amstrad version of the New Zealand Story. Come on, load up, stop tape, and here we go. Now the graphics are somewhat similar to the Spectrum there. Musically it does sound pretty much exactly the same, it really does. Now, okay, I don't think the character sprites look as good as the Spectrum version. They look a little bit blockier there. The other thing I'm not too keen on is the colour of this level. It's just so much orange, it's just too bright. you do really need a pair of sunglasses to actually sort of play this game in certain stages because it's just too damn bright. Now, this scrolls along a lot nicer than the Spectrum version. The Spectrum version, you know, was a little bit jerky as it scrolled along, but this version actually scrolls along pretty nicely. It does feel though like it does play a little bit slower than the Spectrum version. I could be wrong. But guys, as always, please feel free to comment and sort of give me your feedback on this game and on the video, and let me know if you'll agree with the winner or the loser of the game. You know, what you would have chosen. I'd also like to get your feedback as well on what other 8-bit wars you'd like me to do. So, any ideas for some 8-bit wars, let me know and I'll try my best to do them over the next month and a bit. Now, speaking about what I'll be doing over the next month and a bit, I've got loads of new ideas and stuff. I've got like a series of videos called LGR. LGR stands for Loco's Guest Reviews, and in the first Loco's Guest Review, my first guest will be my wife, Doris Teal. She's agreed to do Sonic the Hedgehog, and I know I've been promising that video since last year on my old YouTube channel, but you know what? It's definitely going to happen, and I'll upload at some point this week. I've also got a Random Ramblings, which is coming out this week as well. I think it's episode 4, and yep, I'll be wearing another mask. I'll be dressed up as some sort of masked superhero, well, hero. Should be fun. Alright, so back to this game. What do I think of it? I do think, again, this is like another fantastic arcade conversion. And as you guys probably know who do watch my videos, I had already done a video of this on my previous YouTube channel, but unfortunately that's no longer, you know, around because in a moment of madness I deleted it all. And it's my mission in life now to recreate every single video plus more and make it a little bit better. So yeah, the winner might be the same, the winner might be different. We'll find out at some point. And again, feel free to comment on the winner or the loser of this particular video. But you know what, I reckon that all 3 versions are absolutely outstanding and fantastic. I played all 3 versions back in the days quite a lot, more so the Spectrum version because that was the first version I had of it. Then eventually I got it on the Amstrad, and then finally I got it on the Commodore 64. Now, I have played this game to death while making the video, so I am going to try and be fair in deciding who the winner is. So yep, no fanboyism this time round. Right, now this is New Zealand Story on the Commodore 64. Now, as with most Commodore 64 games, you can choose either to have this like music or sound effects. I'm going to choose to have the music because I love the sound of the New Zealand Story music, and especially the Sid Chip rendition. It's really, really good. It's a nice little sort of way of controlling the screen there. Your options. I'm going to go for music. Let's start the game. Now, this has got all the colour of the arcade, all the backdrops, so it does look very similar to the arcade version. And as you can hear, the music is absolutely fantastic. The music is superb in this version. Now, let me quickly talk about the negative. I don't like the way the character sprite looks like. It doesn't look like Tiki Sprite. It looks more like Tweety Pie instead. It really doesn't look right. That's one thing I don't like about the Commodore 64 style graphics. It's got that tendency to look really, really blocky. And look, there's no one in the cage. But there is someone there. Look, he was hiding all along. He's so happy. Alright, level 2. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like this version. I think, you know, this version's pretty good. But, like with most Commodore 64 games, for some reason they turned up the difficulty level a little bit too high. This game is bloody rock hard on the Commodore 64 version. I didn't have any problems with the Amstrad or the arcade or the Spectrum version, but on the Commodore 64 I struggled to get beyond the first level, like, well, the first boss. It really is a pain in the ass. Don't know what that was meant to be. Was that meant to be one of the teddy bears? Doesn't look like one of the teddy bears. Well, there's your winner, the Spectrum version, guys. Sorry, I hope you agree.